Welcome back, Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Let's give you updates on the Pyeongchang Winter Olympics. A total of 169 athletes have been approved to take part in next Russian athletes, by the way. They have been approved to take part in next month's Winter Olympics under a neutral flag. Not as Russia, yes, under a neutral flag. Last month, Russia was banned from the event following a state-sponsored doping allegation at the 2014 Games in Sochi. However, the International Olympic Committee says athletes who prove they are clean could compete in South Korea as Olympic athletes from Russia, OAR. The IOC also said the exclusion of certain athletes from the list of eligible Russians did not necessarily mean that they doped. The athletes approved will be revealed tomorrow. So that's updates we're waiting for. We'll continue to monitor that one. No Russia, but it's a chance for these athletes to, compete, keep their talent going, and of course, give themselves a good name. Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Before we went on that break, we showed you highlights of the first leg on the 20 FIFA World Cup qualifying match between South Africa and, of course, the Falconets of Nigeria played in Polokwane. It ended 2-0 in favor of the Falconets. Tomorrow, the second leg will be played in Benin City. The Falconets, they are very confident. Coach Christopher Danjuma says the girls are ready, and the people of Benin in Edo State, they are ready to come out to support the team. We've done so well at the under-20 level, even at the World Cup, we've shown our presence. I don't see any worry for the Falconers, you see?
No, not at all. As far as the African continent is concerned, they've got no match. What we need to now do is to, raise our level to be able to compete favorably at the global level. Yeah. With due respect to the other teams in Africa, we have been able to master the art of winning, seamlessly in Africa. What we need to now do is to get the team to another level in terms of competing very well at the global stage. So, credit to the girls. I just hope that those running football in Nigeria will pay some more attention to these girls. We've seen the fact that the girls don't enjoy enough in terms of largesse, in terms of support like their male counterpart. I hope that will change, because in spite of all they've achieved, it's still the same story. So I hope things will get better.
Same old story. But Alfred, big fan, I know you are, of the Falconets. What do you think they need to do tomorrow to ensure that no upsets come their way?
Obviously, they have the advantage. One will expect them to make that advantage count. However, we will sit down here and express no worries, no fears. You recall what happened when the under-17 girls, led by Balanki, played Ethiopia. We played 1-1 away, and everybody was like, okay, 1-1 away. When we come to Benin,
we'll wrap it up.
We'll wrap it up. That game ended goalless.
Heavy.
That game ended goalless, which if there had been an odd goal against Nigeria, Nigeria would have been out of that competition. Now, the thing is, we can always point to our past record, what we've been able to achieve on the continent as far as women's football is concerned. But we shouldn't take away the fact that people every day sit down, plan, work, look at data, look at the system, how we play, find ways of mitigating against whatever it is that will bring to the table. And so the onus is on us, Chris Danjuma and the girls, to work. They have to work to protect that two goals lead, and of course ensure that perhaps, in booking their place in the World Cup in France later in the year, they do it emphatically, and that is not beating the South Africans fair and square. To just give them the leverage, it's okay. Maybe we are just good enough. I know the under-20 competition is one competition that we've done so well. Played in the finals of that competition. That's through the likes of Asat Oshola, yes, out, and so it's one that we can always. It is when it gets to like they say, the final third that will struggle. And now that the NFF has gone one step, to bring somebody they think can deliver, maybe we'll just see whether all that will change.
And he's even expected to work with the Falconers, the Flamingos. Let's talk about the Basasana of South Africa. They got into the country with admirable confidence. We showed you yesterday that picture of how they were singing, they were excited. They didn't look like they lost the first leg. And Omar, that's the right attitude, because for them, the coming year to give what they can give.
Obviously, you know, sport is about winning and losing. The most important thing is to give your best and, of course, be able to enjoy the game. And that is exactly what they preach in other parts of the world, especially at age-grade competitions. It's not just to win. It's about expressing yourself and be able to learn and enjoy the sport. That is exactly what we've seen in the countenance and character of the South Africans when they arrive in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And you know the South Africans are usually boisterous. They love music. They love to sing and dance.
Yeah.
That is what defines South Africans, and you see that reflecting in their national teams across board. So they have come to enjoy themselves and take it or leave it. They know that they are facing a formidable force.
That's right.
Having lost 2-0 in their home country, coming here to win will be almost impossible. So it looks like we're just coming to have fun. We're coming to enjoy ourselves. So let's dance and sing.
Let's announce our presence.
Exactly.
Let them know we are around.
Even if we lose, let's celebrate and enjoy the game. Football, like they say, it's a beautiful sport.
And we showed them
and
that
that's
we're
what we're saying.
hospitable. Some Nigerians get into their shirt saying you're welcome. Others are passing by and whispering.
No, but this is beautiful.
Beat you.
This is beautiful.
You know, but that's it for the love of the game. You know, they lost the first leg at home. They've traveled away now, and they try and make it home for themselves.
Exactly.
You know, and that's what we preach. The sport is indeed a unifying factor. So, the weather with their song, singing, dancing, and hoping that tomorrow will be a good day for them. But it's going to be very difficult for them. We just want to wish both sides all the best. Let the best team win. Let's move to the senior babes now, the Super Falcons. Midfielder Ngozi Okobi, she's excited. You know why? Because the NFF kept to their words. They've appointed a new coach for the Super Falcons. His name is Thomas Dennerby. Okobi spoke on the morning show with Cecilia and Tayo, and she says, look, this is very good. She represented Nigeria 27 times, and she believes Dennerby will use his experience with the Swedish national team to help put Nigeria at the global stage. Alfred, this is what we're talking about. They've not called players to camp yet, but we're already hearing from them. They like the development.
The good thing is that something is beginning to happen as far as women's football is concerned. Recall that the last time anything about the Falcons happened was when they won the African Women's Nations Cup in Cameroon, and since then nothing has happened. The NFF, okay, they want to chart a new path.
What happened was the coach was fired.
No, they want to chart a new path for the Super Falcons. So now we know that these girls know that they have work on their hands. The players know that they just have to deliver. This is not the man that knows you from Delta.
It's what you show.
It's not from Delta Queen or Delta Stars or from Rivers Angels. It is what you can be able to do on the field of play. Without sentiments, come there. He come, of course, with his assistants and everybody. Do what you can to be a part of this team. So if you make it to the team, yes, all well and good. And hopefully, we'll just be able to cross that final bed of we qualify for the World Cup. We get there.
You guys should wait first. Qualify for the World Cup. But Omar, Alfred, this is very good because, as you said, the coach will come and he will operate with equality. There will be fair play.
Absolutely.
Now, he's going to be working with other teams, the Falconers, the Flamingos. And so he looks at Rashida Ajibade from the Falconers and says, this girl is doing so well. Come to the Super Falcons, you know. So that sort of competition is needed for women's football. We're excited. Also, we love the fact that the Nigerian Football Federation kept to their words. We keep saying, let equality rule. What you do for the men, do for the women. And that's why Ngozi Okobi is excited. Not just Ngozi. I'm sure if you call up Francisca Odega now, she will sing for you and also dance because they've been waiting for this. They want to get busy. The Women's Waffle Cup is coming up, and we're hoping that Dennerby will get to work there, and then the girls will do well right there in Ghana.